I still don't understand.
Okay, so after every podcast, you place like a new object. I think it's something to animate for it if you want. Yeah.
Like you add it
Like
to
that?
the not. You wouldn't do that to the logo though.
Not the
Maybe.
logo, but I'm saying if you wanted to do like a background thing like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you want me to just upload this to the Buster or like make a new YouTube channel?
No, I'll just upload it to it. It's so much easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like to its own thing.
Yeah, like to its own thing is too difficult because then people have to go even more out of their way to see it, right?
Yeah.
If you just jumble it up with your content for now, right?
Okay.
No, I mean we can sit back after we're done recording this so we can think of other things like ideas and stuff for the podcast.
Yeah. Let's not go too deep into it. Because we've also been live for the last 2 minutes, so.
Have we been recording or we've been live?
Yeah. I wanted to get that in there so we know what's coming ahead of time. That's the intro, by the way.
Oh. Wizard.
Oh, you don't like that? You don't like my fucking ideas?
No, I do.
Oh, you sounded so disappointed. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
Wizard.
No, I was just kidding. I had my own cold open.
So today we're talking about Far Cry 5.
Unfortunately.
No. Ben's talking about Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I started.
Oh shit, let's do that. Hold on, real quickly while I can still cut that out. Do you... Ben and Buster?
Sure.
Because I don't know, I felt weird about that because Dustin did it to me a few times when I recorded my thing with him, or he just like, call me I was like, hold on, stop real quick.
Yeah, no. It might be well, I think used to that, but that might involve.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you call me Ben. I don't really give a fuck. It's not my name.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I would at least do James. I don't want to do like my name though.
Do James?
James. Yeah.
James, like my cousin James.
Like my middle name, James. Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
He's busting James.
busting all over James, honestly.
Bro, he's busting Tundra style.
That's what I'm known for, actually. That's, have footage of,
It's a different game. Okay, well, yeah, just
like whatever game we're talking about,
Yeah. Have you started?
Did what?
Have you pressed the record button?
Yes, we've been recording for 5 minutes.
Oh, have we? Oh shit, man.
Yeah, I wasn't lying. Do you want me to let you do your cold open?
No. That cold open's passed.
Okay.
I was kind of holding in like a burp for a while.
Yeah. So
one of like my lactose burps.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5. What exactly about Far Cry 5 are we talking about?
Oh, all of it, man.
All of it? Top to bottom?
Yeah.
Bottom to top? Side to side?
I mean,
Cha-cha
I'm
slide?
just gonna go from like center to the bottom, then center back to the top.
Yeah. I mean, it's already kind of at the bottom, but
Yeah. Well, see, cause like I haven't beat the game yet, right? So I'm thinking if we do that, maybe I can touch on the other half, but I'm thinking maybe just like to the middle half, right?
Yeah.
Like just kind of like, cause the only part that I play the most of is just after you kill like the military guy with Jacob.
I know I've told you this before, but like if you've played halfway through it, you've played all of it. I don't know what to tell you, man.
No, that's a game review perspective. Okay.
Yeah, can't get past the first level of Cuphead and just like give up.
You can't beat the one screen guy from Elden Ring. It's just like, no boy, oh god, it keeps up.
Yeah. You lose to the Soldier of Godric, and you're like, this game is too hard.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't realize the Soldier of Godric was like a boss until like at least half the game.
Until later.
Yeah, came back and I was like, missed this tutorial, didn't I? No wonder I didn't understand what I was doing.
A little bit.
Little bit. No, yeah, but who's the guy? Who's like the military guy? What is it? It's like
Jacob.
There's John, Jacob, and Faith, right?
Yeah, and then Joseph is the big one.
Yeah, I was about to call him Jose.
No way, Jose.
Oh, way, Jose. That's who the next Farcry villain.
Well, it's America, so they would hate Mexicans.
Dude, yeah. I'd say they're a
Yeah.
cult. Honestly, so you know they all talk about how like their friends and family left to join this cult.
Yeah.
How many of them were inbred? Because all these guys I'm shooting look the same. You know?
I think it's one big family. The rest of their friends left.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like sitting there and I'm like, you all look the same. Do you know?
Yeah, they're not
Like
exactly
it's
like
almost
different.
like every other game that I've played, I can always get past that point that they all kind of look the same. You know what I mean, right? But I know with this game, I just see like four of the same character models in a truck. You know?
Yeah, they're all the same dude.
Yeah.
It's like this is this is Harold, 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 and Harold.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, buddy. But no, so first thing, so should we just jump right into it? Let's start
Yeah,
from
yeah,
like the
yeah.
beginning. So like my least favorite, I started horribly playing this game, and I've like played Far Cry 3 like years ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of my first introduction back to a Far Cry
So
game.
you've only played
But
Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 5.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And you haven't even beat Far Cry 5.
yeah. And I think I like beat Far Cry. I think I played half of Far Cry 3 high as shit, right?
Yeah.
So I probably have, I don't know. But so okay, so with Far Cry 5. So the beginning, my fucking Ubisoft notifications wouldn't fucking quit. They ruined the cutscenes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
Like Ubisoft Club? I don't remember that the first time
Yeah.
I played.
Well, no, like, it's like, the Ubisoft Club was giving me the notifications because I played these other Ubisoft games. It's like, hey, here's some free upgrades. Here's some free shit, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, you care. I don't give a fuck.
So you
Yeah.
you want to defend Far Cry 5 though, right?
Yeah, no, I do. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I mean, I feel like the story gets a lot of shit, right? But I don't know, like, I think it's got the making of something good. It's got the making of something beautiful. You know what I mean? Because I think all three of the characters are on fucking Jose or whatever the hell I'm like, right? But the
Yeah.
other three, like, they're like really, they have like the makings of being something great. Like each one feels like their own kind of villain, and I like that, right? Like
Okay.
after I'm done fighting E1, I kind of feel good about it, and I'm like, okay, you know. And
Yeah, but they
then I
don't do
remember
this.
that Jose.
They all play the
exists.
same though. You
But
know
they
what
all
I mean?
act differently.
They're like arcs are different and it's a different precipice, but it's the same arc of gameplay each time. Like you fight them a little
Okay,
bit in the
okay.
region, and then you get a mission, and then you fight them a little bit more, and they kidnap you, and then you fight them
Okay,
a little
are
bit
we
more,
really-
and then you have a battle with them, and they die.
Are you really gonna bitch about this? Because we could go to like every other game we've ever played, right? And it's like it's the same arc of gameplay, you know?
No,
You know
but I
what I
mean
mean?
like all three. There's no unique like gameplay element to all three sections, really.
But I'm not looking for like I think I can handle that gameplay elements for like unique kind of interactions. You know what I mean?
I guess you're looking more for like set pieces and not like the actual
Yeah.
how it takes advantage of the.
Because I'm aware that it's not going to take advantage of it, right? I walked into that with that expectation, right?
So are you trying to say that Far Cry 5 is a good game?
No, it's awful. But I'm
Okay.
trying to tell you why it's not as bad as you think it is.
Okay. Fair.
Like I don't think it's a downright. Like I think we've all played awful games.
I
right?
don't think it's as bad as Far Cry 6. If that's like your.
Yeah, I have no judgment on that because I've never played Far Cry.
Oh, it's.
But I can say I've heard it's bad though. I plan on playing that next.
Good luck.
But yeah, but I think Far Cry 5 gets a lot of shit. You're like, oh, it's an awful game. I think I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like also your characters are straight up death, like you brought up in one of our other phone calls, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? You know?
To
Like,
be
he's just-
calmly
he's
walked
just-
out.
No. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I think what set up my expectation for the rest of this game was when you do John, he like tattoos wrath on your chest, right?
Yeah, that sets you into a false sense of security.
No, so what that set me up for was I understood that there was going to be no more element than kill everyone. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right there after that, I knew that, like, anything else that was coming, the only kind of gameplay element I was going to get was just murder. You know?
Yeah. I get
I
that.
wasn't gonna get like some cool like rather than the prepper stashes and stuff like that. I really like those, but every like story beat, I knew was just gonna be this thing. You know what I mean? Like they were gonna fuck with my head, and I was just gonna kill them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So like I agree, but like I mean, what do you like? What did you want? What do you want? If you could change those kind of things, what would you change?
If I could change,
Yeah, if we could change it.
probably the fact that it's like there's no focus anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like
There's not just focus on specifics. Yeah.
there's no all of the shit in the game is split up between 4 villains. All 3 of them kind of get arcs that aren't really arcs because you don't learn a whole lot of it. You don't spend a whole lot of time with them. Like the game is like short enough to where you
I'd love to
literally
delve into them as characters and not Jose or whatever Jake or whatever his name was. You know,
yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just
like I think you've got like a man that was in the military, right? Clearly scarred from it.
no, yeah,
right.
but what I'm saying is like the characters all have the same amount of charisma as like previous Far Cry characters, like Voss and Pagan.
Yeah,
But they don't have enough screen time for me to get invested and care about any one of them because they just
no, I agree, and
you
that's
never
what
see
one
them.
of the things. That's one of the
Plus,
probably the
like your character no longer has a character like another Far Cry game, so you have no reason, even like really detached wise, to care.
exactly right. Like with that, like you really, but also at the same time,
Like the crux of the
oddly,
game is you're supposed to be rescuing the other deputies that came in with you, but like I met them 20 hours ago and I haven't seen them
I was
since
gonna
then,
say,
and I
I'm
don't give a
doing
fuck.
like I'm. And you know what's funny though?
There's no motivation.
But that's the thing. It was in a weird way. If I'm just supposed to be death, and that my motivation is just to do what I'm already doing, I think it almost works like that, right? You know,
Yeah, kind of.
that, like I think in a weird, unintentional way, that it kind of works in the sense that I don't really know them, so I don't care about them. I know what I'm doing. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here to bring salvation to these people. You know,
I think
like,
the
and
best
seeing as
Far
my
Cry
character
5
doesn't
works.
speak.
I think the best it works is in the sandbox because you can go down a dirt road anywhere in Far Cry 5 and something will happen. Like you'll get attacked by a honey badger, or you'll like run into 7 cars, and those 7 cars turn into 28 cars, and you're running out of ammo, and there's a fucking bear coming out of nowhere, and a plane, and geese, and all this
Yeah.
other bullshit.
Like you really feel like the militia's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, okay, so one of my biggest issues with the characters, though, in like the regions,
yeah,
but you don't see how like each kind of like character that owns the region affects that region, right? In my opinion, you know,
yeah.
Like,
Like
they're all the
Faith's
kind
is
of
covered in
same
churches
region.
and like plants, and Jacob has outposts, and John has the big town with the bar and everything.
but I mean but not like, you know, like the people, like the people that are fighting, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like they're no different really than the other ones, you know?
like the enemy NPCs,
Yeah,
like how they look.
just how they like, or like they're the gameplay to itself, right?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference.
I'm
Like
not-
the most variation they get is John uses more planes, Jacob has the wolves, and Faith has like the zombies. But that's like
See,
it's nothing crazy enough to make you like make it feel different because there's also all of the other regular enemies.
yeah, it doesn't make me feel like I'm walking. Like when I like walked into Faith's territory, what I was kind of hoping for was more of like the other, you know, the Bliss shit, right?
Yeah,
And I just didn't see more people infected with Bliss, and that kind of sucks, right? Because that's kind of what I was hoping that's their thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get you. It's like it's a hard balance to hit.
Yeah. But no, I think John is my favorite one so far.
I think he leaves an
Uh,
impact because he's the first one you do as well.
Well, and he kind of sets this up, and I think every other character in my mind is kind of underwhelming to him, right?
Yeah,
Because he comes off as somebody that's just as delusional as the rest, but he gives me that feeling of like a Far Cry 3 kind of character, sort of, you know?
Yeah,
Like
he's
the
more
whole
like
like, oh,
personal with you than the other ones are.
yeah, it's like just say yes, you know, like you'll find salvation, you know what I mean, right? And it, like in the church, and he sits there and talks, right, you know,
Maybe.
and he
I'll be
has like these
honest.
moments. Sorry,
It's
yeah,
like 600 degrees in here, and I'm sweating out my ass. I'm fucking
dude.
turning into soup right now.
I'll be honest with
That's
you,
I feel like I'm playing Far Cry 5, honestly.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
So,
staring at Herc's ball sack. So
yeah. But so like I just think like John is such an interesting character in himself, right? You know,
yeah, I just think none of the characters are interesting enough for me to like compared to
terrified.
past characters. Like I thought Pagan was a really strong. Like Voss is obviously a strong character for Far Cry, but Pagan was too. And like compared to Voss and Pagan, not a single one of the Far Cry 5 antagonists really capture my attention in the same way. They don't hit the same bar that the other two raised. Anton in Far Cry 6 meets that, I think, but Far Cry 6 overall is worse.
I think I think if they removed whatever his face was, the father, right,
Joseph?
and like Joseph, and like cut him out mostly,
I feel like
right?
Joseph
Yeah,
should have a bigger part.
that or that, right? Because at this point,
Like,
he doesn't affect enough. You know what I
that
mean?
first mission with John at the river where Joseph shows up and he's like talking to you and shit, or he's talking to
Yeah,
John. If he had those interactions with all three of the different like bosses,
more
and you
often
got to
because he has
see,
one. He has one with Jacob too.
oh, does he?
Yeah, there's one where you're sitting. It's not a very good one. So it's not as memorable as the one with John, right?
Yeah, but it's like small
But you're
things. It's
sitting
not
in the
like,
thing, and Jacob walks up to him, and he's like, "You're doing good, brother."
yeah,
You know,
and
and
he
like,
just leaves.
he just leaves.
Yeah, if he had a bigger presence with all of them, you got to see how all of them like responded, because you see how John responds to Joseph. He's kind of like ashamed, kind of like a dog, like putting his head down.
Yeah,
And then I feel like Faith would probably be more fearful of him, and Jacob might like revere him. But like,
I
if
think
you got to
I
see
think
Joseph's effect on them more, like in his presence, would make him more threatening and more like his command over the three of them, if it was demonstrated, would make more sense. Because otherwise, his entire interactions with you and the rest of the game and the story is when he shows up to cry and say a seal's been broken when you kill one of them.
it's yeah. I think there's some things he does like that make me hate him as a character, but not enough to the point that it gets completely personal. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, you haven't even played New Dawn yet, dude. He gets worse.
Oh, he gets worse.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 has a sequel.
Awesome.
So when you 100% this one, you got another one to move on to.
Halfway.
Yeah.
So I've only done the first Faith capture mission, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which now that I've played all three, I start waiting to get captured. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's
I've
what I'm
done
saying.
like
Like
the three of the other ones.
it doesn't even catch you off guard because it's something you've done twice now already.
Well,
So it's like, why wouldn't it
that's
happen a
not
third time?
that's not completely true. The Jacob ones kind of caught me off guard because I thought I could just run away from them, right?
Yeah.
Like I did with John's, and I could just avoid it. But the next thing you're, you know,
Yeah.
like I thought that was fun, right? But I hate the Faith ones because it's just this bliss starts popping up in your face, and I just put it on my controller and I just sat there and looked at it and waited. You know?
Yeah. It's a different effect, but at the end, the goal is the same, or the result is the
Goal is
same.
the same.
It's just like they show up, they capture you out of your control, and then
I had a good laugh because I got captured in a helicopter.
yeah,
But
they knock you out, and you're flying, and it's like, oh, that makes sense, awesome.
I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But so, my issue with the Faith thing isn't with that. Oh, I got captured. It was that it was so noticeable. You know?
is that when you were in the helicopter?
No. That was Jacob. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like just lifting off, and I heard pew, and I was just like, oh.
Oh, they'll get you if you're like flying on an airplane like 1,000 feet up in the air.
I think it's funny. Like I'm not, you know. Oh, I gotta send you. So sometimes when I'm walking, so just a little bug, and I try to. I think I got a game plan. I'll send it to you sometime. Right.
Yeah.
But see, like it's like when I unlocked like the whitetail area, and planes that were flying above in the sky, right? And sometimes I'd
Okay.
hear like these explosions happening. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's happening? So I turned around at one point and watched one of the planes just nosedive right now. I'm kind of excited to like if it's like it might be weird, but like I think for the first time I met Faith, right? Yeah, I'm like I don't know if I want to kill her. You know what I mean?
Are you getting R34 thoughts or?
No, 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 no. But like in the sense that I'm like listening to her and I like kind of get it so far. You know?
That's because you didn't have a good childhood, and neither did she. So you're like getting like wrapped in.
Well, but because
I think
it's the mindset, right? The mindset that I get that you have nothing.
no, but I
You
think
know?
it's like the core theme to each of the three characters speaks to like someone else. Because Jacob speaks to duty, right? Like he's from the
Yeah.
military and all that shit. So he's like, we have a duty or we have a purpose to do what we do. John is like he kind of speaks to people that are timid and like don't have a lot to like fight back against. He's like, just say yes, it'll be easy. Just say yes. Like he's kind of like a manipulative boyfriend, you know.
Yeah.
And then Faith is like kind of plays on your compassion or your empathy. Like, oh, I was hurt. I used to be depressed like you must be, because all your friends are dead and we keep murdering people. So like if you just let yourself fall into the faith, you'll be good.
No, yeah, no, but like it like but I think yeah, 'cause I said to her this, that means like I think like the empathy wasn't like the whole I wasn't like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, how much did I get died? But it's more of it's just like, I get how she got there. Like, I get how any reasonable person could get there. A person that was like that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so like it makes sense of like her lineage
Yeah.
into the spot that she is.
Like the other two characters I got, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Jacob's was like a moral thing. You know, I didn't really feel bad for it, right? And
Yeah.
like John's almost like pity. You know, right?
Yeah, no, I get you.
That makes sense. Like, because yeah, with
Yeah.
John, he's like a timid guy. He doesn't let the fight back. So just say yes. You know, right?
Yeah.
And Jacob was like a soldier, right?
Yes.
Who like very well kind of accepted his, you know, right? Where it's where I look at Faith as somebody like even like as a character that I wish we could get back into like more into their stories. But like a regular person like that who has nothing, who went to the needle, who went to drugs for something, right? Is so easily manipulated when they want to find a way out, right?
Yeah. Like
And it's
if
given,
you take advantage of someone when they're at their lowest, it's
yeah, you know, and then they find that one thing and they're willing to jump for that, and it's super easy, right? Which, funnily enough, makes me hate what's his face more. Yeah,
Joseph.
yeah.
Because he's like abusive, and you're like getting onto it.
I'm like, okay, yeah, right. That
Yeah.
before it was like all delusional, but like I think Faith in my mind is, and maybe because she's not a sibling, you know, that she's like a different person. You know,
Yeah.
maybe she is an actual sibling. I don't know. Yeah, is she?
I don't think so. I think they call themselves like a family, but I don't think they are actually related. Because Joseph had
No,
another wife
don't
or
know.
something.
But no, Jacob and John are his brothers.
Are they? Are they?
I think that's confirmed. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know.
but I think it's confirmed that they're actual brothers and Faith isn't, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's what makes it different to Faith is it's like this isn't a sibling. It's just like some random person, right? And I'm killing Jacob's family. I feel like after a certain point, like they're also accepting of it. You know? You know what I mean?
Like of their deaths.
Yeah.
I think it's because they have like Joseph even talks about that every time they die, like the seals opening, like they see their death as like kind of foretold as one of the signs that like the end is finally coming.
I think, but I think that the issue with that is it makes it so easy. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have compassion for these characters either because they know they're gonna die, right? You know?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
It just
John and Jacob are both brothers, and Joseph are brothers, and then Faith is Faith Jessup, and she changed her name to Faith Seed.
yeah.
Or Rachel Jessup.
But I also think the whole time that like when they preach about the cult, they do it in such a good way that I sit there and I'm like, I would never join them, right? But I can understand, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I think they portray it very well. You know what I mean? Like at least like how they talk about it, and like
Yeah, like it makes sense why a bunch of like fucking rednecks in Montana would sign up for this.
yeah, or just people in general, right?
Yeah.
I hate that faith kind of like cutscenes so far. This one that I've seen are like far more like supernatural.
They're all like the
You
Far
know?
Cry style, like psychedelic trip type thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just me.
No, I think it's definitely like it takes you out of it because they have
No, it does,
a
right?
decent
Because
setting
everything
for
else,
like a
like,
cult experience, and then it like suddenly goes dreamscape for 3-4 hours.
cause like the other ones with Jacob, that was like mental conditioning. You know what I mean? I still don't,
Yeah.
right?
It played it in a creative way. With Faith, it just means you get to look at something that's not like that's different.
Yeah,
I
like
guess like it's just an
like or
aesthetic
you're
difference, not a emotional or story difference.
yeah, it's just yeah. Like yeah, and like you want to talk about playing into something creative though, right?
What?
What the whole like the end of Jacob's thing when you kill Eli. I don't know if you have to, but I did.
You
Yeah,
have to, yeah.
yeah, I thought that was really cool. You
Yeah,
know,
like he conditions you into
because
killing
one of
your
the things,
own.
yeah, because one of the things that because it just puts in it like literally conditioned me to doing it, right? But I stopped when I got to Eli because I realized that the bodies were disappearing after I shot them. You know,
Yeah,
right? And I was like, and I sat there, and I was like, this game almost got me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like this game almost got me into like I don't know what it would have been like if I would have just turned around and shot him. Like I stopped and I like looked at him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right? Because I had like 30 extra seconds. But I couldn't imagine for an average like for another player who like just shoots him and it's like what the fuck? You know?
yeah,
I think that scene would have meant a lot more if I had just shot him because when I realized what was happening. Right?
yeah. It's definitely like I don't know. This game fucking hurts my head because Far Cry used to be like that was one of the series I grew up with and everything, and it's like Gears and like Star Wars Battlefront and a couple other things where it's like this should have been so good, and it just like
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. It's not
I
horrible. It's not like horrific. It's not like I didn't actively hate it when I was going through it, but I definitely wouldn't go through it again.
yeah,
Not
like
by
after
choice,
this one,
anyways.
I'm not touching it again. But in a weird way, I'm like kind of like with all like the Far Cry 5 games. You know? It's not Far Cry 5, all the Far Cry games that I played, which is 2, right?
Yeah,
But like Far Cry 3, like I'm never gonna go back and play that, like ever. I have no want to, you know?
I couldn't do 3 again. I'd probably do 4. I have done 4 multiple times, and then
And
I do
I
Blood
think for
Dragon like
3,
annually.
I think for like 3, it's just because it's like I already know the story, you know?
Well, yeah, a lot of the reasons to play through it is the story. So once you've gone through it, there's no real need to go back. Far Cry Blood Dragon, I think, has replayability because it's just fucking stupid and fun for a few hours.
It looks stupid and fun, like the guns that I got for it. So
Yeah.
maybe I've actually played it because I got the Ubisoft unlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The guns in Far Cry 5 are even more stupid. Or in Far Cry Blood Dragon, I mean.
the what in Far
The,
Cry?
the guns in Blood Dragon are far more stupid. You get a gun
Hell
called
yeah.
the Kill Star.
I love that. Is it like what's
It's
it
a
called?
ninja
Saint
star
Row
that kills
stupid?
things.
Is it like Saints Row was stupid or?
No, it's like the whole thing about Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is that it's supposed to be like an 80s action movie.
Oh, so
So
it
it's a
has
riff on
like
all that.
lore to why it's stupid.
It's kind of like stupid, like kind of cheesy Terminator type shit.
Okay, so it's not like it's not like what's it called? Saints Row, where it's just stupid to be stupid.
A little bit. It's more like parody stupid. Kind of like I want to say Spaceballs almost, but it takes itself more seriously than Spaceballs. Like that's the parody of it. Is it plays itself entirely seriously, but it's just the biggest bullshit in the world.
What's Far Cry 5? What's Far Cry 1 and 2 about?
Far Cry 1, I don't remember. I think that might be the one in like it's not Vietnam, but it's like another jungle type thing. Like that's what Far Cry 3 is supposed to be a throwback to, I think.
Okay.
And Far Cry 2 was in Africa.
What were the villains of?
I have no. I think it was something about like a gang or something in Africa, like a military, whatever. Like kind of like the events of, like the beginning of Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a civil war in Africa or something. I don't know for sure. I haven't played that one. I've played all of them past 3.
Far Cry 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? I said that. Just ignore the numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really have to fart.
I'm just
So,
like weird. It's
like,
weird to me that you skipped 4 and went right to 5.
You want to know why?
Huh?
It was on Game Pass.
And then 4 isn't on Game Pass.
No, it's not.
Okay, that makes more sense than
And I only played Far Cry 3 because Dylan had it in your game check. I had no interest ever. Like I didn't pick this up because I like Far Cry. I picked up Life, right?
Yeah.
I just found the story of Far Cry 5, and I wish I could kind of like the.
Do you want to do this again in a week when you finished it?
I think we could like re-catch up. Sorry, just somebody fucking called me.
Yeah. This is the episode, by the way. This is going up just like this.
How much have we recorded?
35 minutes.
Fire.
Yeah. So Batman.
I'd be like, yeah, we can talk about Batman.
No, we're good.
Sorry, Kate. I gotta mute myself for a minute. Okay? Because I gotta drop the fattest part. Alright?
Did you do it on mic? What the fuck?
Did you hear that?
No, actually. Never mind. You're kind of useless in that way.
Next time I'm gonna plug my headset, I'm just shove my phone up my ass.
Go for it.
Don't tempt me. So I think the psychology behind the Far Cry 5 villains is something that I really enjoy, right? Because they all kind of make sense. They all kind of play their parts. It sucks because Joseph doesn't play a part, and I'd love to see how they impact just the bigger heads. Because I know you haven't played the Mafia games, but something is in it like in
I've played Mafia 2,
right? Yeah, I've only played Mafia 3. Right?
Okay, well, you said you haven't played the Mafia games, as if I had played none, and you played all 3 of them.
Oh. I mean, I've like okay. I've played a bit of 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough to call myself like an expert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really don't like talking about games that I haven't played.
Real quick. Can you hear that in the background?
I have to pause my music. No.
Okay. Well, if you couldn't hear it, then we're good. Never mind. Sorry.
What was it?
Baby crying. I didn't know if it was coming up in the microphone or not.
Should I go to my son's room and we can see if we can hear him cry?
You just walk in and start punching him in the face. Be like, "Wake the fuck up! I need to hear you crying on camera."
I wouldn't do that. But
don't do that. It's a
I
horrible
wouldn't.
idea.
It's an absolutely horrible idea.
We're trying to make it big, not end up on live stream fails, man. Like.
But so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like some like racketeering thing in the essence of like the Mafia games, right? And I say Mafia 3 just because it's one that I'm the most familiar with. Because I've 100%.
It's the only one you played.
Played enough to be familiar with, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like for example, like I probably couldn't give you a good synopsis on like I don't know, For Honor. I don't think anybody could.
The story?
No, just the game in itself. I mean, I can already tell you how I feel about the game. That's fucking stuff.
Oh, fucking rage! Like, I boot up For Honor and I hear the Doom soundtrack in my ears.
Dude, for real.
And not even like the good one, like the soundtrack from Doom 3.
Yeah. Man. Wow.
From Doom 64, that one, you know?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, but no, I like something like that where you've got like the big head, you like work your way up to that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wish they'd like give me a reason to hate Jonathan or whatever his name is. What's his name?
They do. He's a cultist, and he's going to murder the people in, like, the city just because you work with him.
That's not a good enough reason. I don't know those people. Yeah.
So murder is not a good enough reason because you don't know the people being murdered.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
sheriff of the fucking state of Montana.
No, I'm a deputy, bro. I don't even have a name. They don't even specify my name.
Your name is Rookie.
Is that my legal birth name? Is Rookie?
Yeah, it's literally Rook. That's what everyone calls you.
Yeah, but is that my legal? Like, it's not like some like I'm not like Thomas.
No,
Like,
it says on
my-
his birth certificate or their birth certificate, Rookie.
I was born for this job, literally.
I mean, Rookie could apply to any job, but if you want it to be, you know, unless the name is just Deputy Rookie, their name growing up was just Deputy, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, no, but like, you know, there's no way his name is actually Rookie.
I'm fucking falling asleep, man.
What?
Your analysis of Far Cry 5 is fucking boring.
Dude, yeah, I'm aware. I've like a little out of it. That milkshake fucked me up.
Why are we
No,
doing
no,
this?
you're wrong. No, you're wrong. I'm arguing. We're getting on the bench. Just somebody's name is Rookie. I disagree.
That his name is Rookie?
Yeah.
It's literally Rook. That's what everyone calls him. That's what your outfit is called.
Yeah, but I can call you like an idiot, and for the rest of your life, and then make it a name.
No.
You know?
But people don't
No,
exclusively call me
no.
idiot throughout the day. They call me handsome. They call me cute. They call me kissable. Like,
Yeah, but but nobody wants to know that they kissable. Yeah.
sometimes on the weekends.
Yeah, but like not all the time.
Yeah.
Like I just like I don't want to care about these characters. Yeah, I want to care about your characters. Just, like,
I think you only liked John so much is because he's the only one who like grooms his beard and he's got his shirt like unbuttoned, like two down, so he's kind of slutty. And you were like instantly attracted to him, like you started like falling for his boy band.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. Yeah, just kind of everything I said before, right?
Yeah.
This is where we're going with it. I think John is
Just say I like John with a silence, and I'll insert the clip of me saying I think you only like John because he's got his shirt unbuttoned and he's kind of slutty.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck
Dude, you're gonna use it in like the wrong too. Any kind of like sound clip I give you, you listen to.
Oh, dude, you say the worst shit. It will be on Instagram tomorrow. That's the issue I had playing Destiny, was everyone just kept making Jewish jokes, and I was like, okay, that's too much. We need to stop. I need to do something
I need content.
monetizable.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you know what? I think this is just a good first like test podcast, right?
Yeah. We're just figuring out the ropes.
We just figured out the race, so it doesn't have to be. It's gonna be fun, you know. But in other news, I'm getting nasally. So you know,
Yeah.
Fuck Far Cry. Actually, no, fuck the game. It's awful.
Oh, fuck Far Cry
I
5
was
now?
just-
You're not defending it anymore?
No. I'm just thinking about that one wingsuit shit. Yeah.
Which wingsuit mission?
It's the one in like the Whitetail Tail. You got to like race down this hill, and bro, I cannot control the wingsuit. I'm getting pissed off. Like,
Yeah.
You
See,
know?
at least like the wingsuit mission that you have to do in Far Cry 4, you get an awesome or a cool little
no,
cutscene.
I
at the
just
end.
feel like $400 instead of you playing the region.
Yeah, that's less exciting.
Like every other thing, I get like a cool like paint job. You know? whatever.
Yeah, just about.
I get like a car that I'm never gonna use.
You know, I'm surprised you don't like Joseph. He's quite a bit sluttier.
Dude, there's something about the word lust on somebody's back, and I'm like, dude, you're just reminding me, you know?
It's carved into his back. Somebody was like scratching his back so hard that it spelled out lust.
Yeah. He didn't do that himself. He like laid down and got somebody to do it for him. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute, actually. You're right. Do you think Joseph, like, do you think one of Joseph's commandments are that, like, they can't fornicate because, like, he had a daughter once and then he, like, you know, killed her?
I feel like his thing would be like, nobody can get together unless I'm there, unless I'm participating.
Right. Yeah, unless I'm in the room with you watching it, you know?
Yeah, he's like, I get no bitches, so I gotta sit you down in a room with me so that I can get your bitches.
So I'm gonna, like, dude, no, I bet you just sit there and watch them do it, right? And then it's like, you should get the word cuck. Etched on his body, or said less.
Just etched right in the forehead.
Yeah.
That could definitely be.
Like,
huh?
I mean, like, what's the difference between? I know this is like a totally weird topic. Never mind.
Yeah.
Totally off topic. But I definitely bet you Josie does that.
Hold on, I'm gonna do something in the background.
I'm
I'm still here. Don't worry, but
I'm worried.
Just keep
but also,
going.
like, where do I get a pair of those shades that he has?
The yellow shades?
Yeah.
Well, what about them?
I want them.
Oh, okay. So that's why you want him dead.
Yeah, that's honestly, I don't care that he killed his daughter. I keep looking at the sunglasses and I'm like, I need them. You know?
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
like I am the epitome of a Destiny player. You know?
Yeah.
Like I look at like this guy that's just gonna like could kill everybody, you know, right? And I'm like, I want those fucking shades and cock back my gun, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That feels like a weird reason to. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Never mind. Actually, don't just. Yeah.
What? No, you get to say it now.
No, it's all right.
What you gonna say?
You just keep doing what you're doing. You know.
We're cool, man.
You're good. Don't let me get in your way.
Are you afraid that I'm gonna want something that you have?
No. That's not what we're.
I'm gonna be like, man, that Lego collection, you know. But like, I feel like, but I'm still doing the morally right thing right in these games. You know what I mean? Like I'm still like the hero of the story, but I'm doing it for a sweet pair of sunglasses, you know.
I don't. That's the wrong reason to do it, though.
But it's like a win-win, right? Like they're free. I got a sweet pair of shades, you know, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're just like, I don't know. There's something wrong with it. And I just can't put my tongue on it.
Okay. I think, but I've done all the right things, you know. Like I feel like you're not looking at this how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely not.
Like I am doing this like 90% for those shapes. You know what I mean? Like if I was that character, like if that was me, I'd be doing it for those shapes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd also be smoking that bliss stuff. You know.
Yeah. Just
like I'd be smoking that shit while I go and kill Joseph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that'd be like a wizard high. But no, but like, you know what I mean? Like part of the reason why I wanted to kill John was for the 6 shades first, right?
See, I still think you got this all like wrong.
I kind of wanted like the jacket that John had, and I really wanted the knife that Jacob had. Yeah. You know.
So you just want to rob them all?
No. I wanted like trophies. You know.
Okay.
So we could rock up to like Joseph with some like flowers around my wrist that kind of like that Faith has, and like the knife that Jacob had, you know.
Yeah, I'd be like, I murdered your entire family.
And like,
here's
the
proof.
wearing this shit that Jacob, but I was like, even them sunglasses, bitch. What?
You can get Jacob's outfit on your character.
No, I know, but I just think it'd be so much cooler. You know what I mean?
If it was like built into the game, yeah.
Yeah, it's like same like the tattoo wrap, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't feel like I get wrath if I was them. I feel like they do something else. You know?
Kind of.
Yeah. What do you think you would get if you were in that position? What kind of tattoo?
To get a tattoo?
Yeah. What would they put on you?
Probably sexy. I think maybe
That's
even.
not a sin. It's not a seven deadly sin.
I think it is. I think there is one that says you've been turning on all the that's what happens to all the altar boys, right? They're like, you've been turning on too many of our priests, so we gotta kick you out. You're too attractive.
That sounds like a lot of coping.
That that sounds like Catholicism to me.
Yeah.
Maybe just like
But yeah, but I don't see what you think is right because I'm freeing these people. Right? Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's a win-win. It's like I keep going back to.
I
Like I've
think you're
done the right
using the
thing.
word "win" in the wrong context here.
What do you mean? I've saved these people, right? Yeah, from the oppression
Yeah,
of the cult, and I got a sweet knife and a sweet pair of shades and a cool flower bracelet.
yeah. That's not a win though. That's you profiting.
But I'm not selling them, so I'm not actually making a profit, right?
Personal
And
profit.
they're already paying me for doing this with the missions, yeah? You know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So like, who am I to,
You've got the slightest hindrance of a point, actually.
So like, for example, right? Like, if I want this new like LMG, yeah? And I'm like, fuck, I'm $200 off. I go look at my map, and I'm like, oh, this person needs help with the cult, and they're paying, you know?
Yeah,
Like, you can't tell me you don't do that, right?
I
You know?
I don't know.
Like, you don't like read them and you're like, oh, I'm gonna help them, you know?
I I I, I don't know, man. I think you're coming up with bullshit kind of out of nowhere.
Okay, would you prefer if I hunted animals for money or helped people for money?
I, at least like hunting animals is like already a job.
No, but I mean, like, if I was like Rook, right? Yeah, you know?
Yeah, like if he just hung up
Would
his
you,
badge and you just started like taking out the
yeah,
local badger wildlife.
yeah. Because instead of and that's what he used to like fund his operation. Not that he just didn't help anybody. You know?
I
You know
I
what I
really
mean?
don't like vegans, so I think this might be the superior option.
Okay, so I am right in saying that it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, because it's okay to do things like that for money, right?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's fine that the only reason why we put him is because he's probably killed already a lot of people, and he's enslaved people with like his cult ways, and ruined families, ruined lives. Because I want this pair of sunglasses, you know.
Yeah.
And as long as I don't tell anyone, right? You know,
Yeah.
as long as I don't drunkenly look at somebody. If I was in this universe, and drunkenly look at somebody, and say, "Yeah, I'm only doing this for his shades," you know. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. I'm
I
I'm
also
trying to
think
find
I,
ways to agree with you without like compromising my own moral code.
but that could also be a good compass, right? Or like not good compass, you know what I mean? Like a good
Yeah.
motivator in the sense that you're focused on the sunglasses, not the weight of everybody else's lives. You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also uh I don't know, man. I'm just like concerned at the level of obsession you have over the glasses.
The glasses
You
are a
know?
placeholder. It could be anything. He could also have a cool knife, and I'd be like, I want that, you know?
Uh,
Like,
you
I'm
know,
kind of like looking at his compound when I first walked in there, and I'm like, this would be a cool place to
yeah.
live. Too
Okay,
bad we
here.
got a road in front.
I'm gonna get something for you. Look at the chat for this.
Okay.
The chat and the voice call.
Yeah. You know, I think like and it's like
For context, anyone listening to this with audio, because it's a podcast, Ben, you got to have that in mind. I'm showing Ben the thumbnail to this first episode.
we should do more of it. I like that.
That is that a good structure, you think, for the?
Yeah, that's so good. I really like that. Yeah.
I just like shrunk the text down, added Joseph Seed, and then wrote "cuck" across his forehead.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially, because that's what he is, right? Dude, he's totally watching it, just like people think.
Yeah.
Like, look at him.
It also fits with you because you're a massive cuck.
I'm not a cuck.
You used to be involved in those activities.
Okay, yeah, but like I wasn't the one watching. Huh?
Yeah, I think that still counts.
No, I don't think it does.
Oh, hold on. I have the. Oh fuck. Hold on. I whatever. I fucked up my Discord.
Oh. What happened?
I was recording it, so when I opened the Discord on my computer, it showed it like on the thing. But we're good.
We're good.
Oh, he's crying. He's got fucking boogers coming out of his nose. See, that also like doesn't make me fear Joseph at all, or like anything.
When
he starts like
cry?
crying. He starts crying to the point where he like has like snot coming out, like after you kill his friends, you know.
Like when you kill everybody?
I think it's the last one, yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. I haven't experienced that yet.
He fucking is crying snot, Ben. It's the weakest shit you've ever seen.
I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to waltz in there. Dude, but do you know what I mean? Do you know how, fucking, it's a pitiful game, right? You know? Like, and I think that's the thing, is he doesn't feel like this big bad. It's like, hey, whatever, you kill people. You know what I mean? But you, shit yourself, you know?
Yeah, I don't fear you at all. There's no pressure.
You. I just want your sunglasses. You know?
You just want the sunglasses.
Like Jacob was scarier. Like, I was scared of Jacob. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know?
So, what's the point in playing the game after you kill Jacob? Because he's the most threatening one.
Yeah, and then I'm onto what?
Faith.
A drugged up person? I was going to say a woman, but that was going to sound sexist. You know?
Act like you don't hate women. Like,
that's what I'm doing.
Challenge impossible.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Yeah.
Or don't. But no, what? She's just blowing shit in my face when she poison ivy. You know?
Kind of. It kind of gives that vibes, except for she's not as sexy and she doesn't fuck Harley Quinn on DeviantArt for me. So. I'm not getting as much out of this as I would like to.
Yeah, she just made me jump off the book so far.
Yeah.
I think it would have been much more interesting if all of the deputy's friends died. You know?
There's a part where they make you think they're going to, and then they don't.
No, but I mean, if you really want me to hate Joseph, if you kill them, then it justifies me killing everybody else even more.
Yeah,
you know?
But by the end of the game, not a single one of your allies dies or even really gets hurt.
Yeah, and it's not even a psychological effect on you. Yeah. You know, you just kind of shrug your shoulders and you're like, yeah, I probably killed 1,000 people.
It's not like Far Cry 3 where you see Jason slowly go insane and you see how his friends react to it. It's like in Far Cry 5, you keep murdering people, and all of the people you save, all your your buddies, whatever, are like, you go good, you go guy, you go Rook.
Dude, I think it'd be super interesting after all this traumatic.
Did they see you as the villain? You do the same as Far Cry 3 where they swap? Did
I?
Yeah.
Am I good now?
You said something totally cool, and then the next word I heard was dark side.
Oh, take a guess.
Something dark side.
Oh, so I was thinking do an Anakin Skywalker. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's what Far Cry 3 was, right? You see Jason slowly become Voss, essentially.
Because I think the concept. I think the concept is so interesting. Exploring that's more fun. But instead of him having an issue with killing, because he's a police, you know what I mean, right? Yeah. You could even whether he's military, whatever. That he's so used to it, you know. Yeah. But instead, that because of some things in his past, his brain is so broken, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Which could explain the whole silent and deadly thing, but as he keeps going, the psychological effect of all the cult stuff, right, starts to influence his mind. Yeah?
Yeah.
So instead of like a psycho switching, like Voss and Jason, now you get like a psycho switching but in a different way. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That like
Because
Jacob or
they're not
whatever
being
his name is.
replaced. They're being like overtaken almost.
Yeah. You know? That like you could have like Joseph and like he's like this is the salvation. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Because then that explains away that I think it explains away in a better way why they're just letting each other, why they're just okay with themselves dying, right? You know that you don't frame it till you get towards the end of the game and how it actually is, you know.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. This whole thing is because they're conditioning you to become better, you know, right? That you were the all like ultimate disciple of Eden's
Like
Gate.
they're training you to be better than all three, or all four of them.
Yeah, like they like you know what I mean. At the end of the game, you become the ultimate disciple
See,
of the peg.
that sounds really cool, but I think it really sucks that the only way we can talk good about Far Cry 5 is if we say if they did this, it would have been so much better.
Yeah,
That kind of is like Far Cry 5 in a nutshell. It's like if they did this, it would have been such a good game, but they didn't do that. They did what they did, which is bad.
the only positive thing I could say about Far Cry is that they have the makings of a good game. They just did it the wrong way, you know.
Yeah.
Like gameplay wise, maybe this is just because a lot of the games that I've been playing have been horrible recently, right? But just that I really don't care about actual game mechanics anymore. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, right? Now, if I'm gonna pick up, I hate to talk about Batman, but if like the Arkham series is gonna come out with a fifth game, I'm expecting a lot from that. You know, right?
Yeah.
So like I play Far Cry 3 and other stuff, and I know what Ubisoft is like. You know.
Ubisoft is going down the drain right now, so I wouldn't. I think Far Cry 5 sucks because it was one of the first games to like at the beginning of like this Ubisoft drought.
Yeah.
Like Far Cry 5 and Odyssey and like the Division all came out around the same time when people were starting to be like, this Ubisoft formula is not working.
Huh.
No?
No, I said huh. Sorry, just don't text me. No, I agree. Like, but like I think it's because, but no, like what I said about like, if I could rewrite Far Cry 5, it would that be your character, and like maybe just we talk about ideas, you know, like. I could hammer in all these points about why Far Cry 5 mostly sucks ass, but everybody's already heard it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but just like, I think it'd be really dope that, like, yeah. And why they're so fun with, and then you get to Joseph, right? Yeah, and like, he's like your final.
He like tries to have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise You?
Yeah, except maybe you kill one of your friends. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they do. You become that. Right?
That's a spoiler, but that is something that happens. Kind of.
Right, when?
Towards the end of the game.
Oh,
and it does kind of happen with Elliot, too, with the white
with the
tails.
conditioning, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all of that you could have, like, I don't know what Faith's like, yeah, right? But I think like with the first two, you could have like build up to that, right? Except this time you're killing one of your friends or one of your allies, and you're fully aware of it. You know what I mean, right? That like at one point you like cut the piece of skin off yourself with like the wrap, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think that because like in your characters gaining personalities you play. But not a personality you want. You know?
Yeah, a tiny bit.
Does that make sense?
Just like in the slightest way.
Well, because like I'm fine if you start out with nothing. You know? Because I think the only way like the cult thing works, like what I said, is really if you have like a very blunt character that's got some history. You know?
Yeah.
And who is just a killing machine and who only finds purpose in killing, and this cult gives him purpose that's rather than that. You know?
Yeah.
like the cult gives some purpose other than just being the black horse or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Man, why is Far Cry 5 could have been so good?
A lot of the Far Cry games could have been so good. Blood Dragon is still the best though, so there's no really contention there, which I'm glad. So Ben,
Yeah.
this is important. I have to ask you.
Okay.
Would you rather have all of the Far Cry games and no more Assassin's Creed, or Assassin's Creed, unlimited Assassin's Creed, but no more Assassin's Creed?
So this is a shtick?
What?
So it's rather it's Far Cry or if it's Far Cry or nothing. Is that it?
No. You need me to do it again for you?
Yeah.
Would you rather have all of the Far Cry games?
Yeah, but no Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but no Assassin's Creed. Or Assassin's Creed, all of the Assassin's Creed games, but no Assassin's Creed.
Okay, so just I guess I'm allowed to play other games that aren't either of those.
I know. I'm just asking you to pick.
Yeah, no, but I'm like asking, am I allowed to play other games?
Other games?
Yeah.
Other games is not part of the question. The question is Far Cry or Assassin's Creed.
Far Cry or Assassin's Creed, but no Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I don't know why it sounds so complicated to you. It's literally.
Far Cry.
You pick Far Cry?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah,
it's an answer, but.
I mean, you're right. Actually, you're right. I pick Assassin's Creed.
Dude, Valhalla is such a piece of shit. Really, you'd pick all the Assassin's Creed games?
But no Assassin's Creed games, yeah. Because that way I also get no Far Cry games. Oh wait, shit! No, I still get the Far Cry games. Fuck.
I feel like you're not understanding what's happening.
No. Let me rephrase the question back. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what you said was the Far Cry games and no Assassin's Creed games. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right? And then you said to me the Assassin's Creed games, but no Assassin's Creed games. Yeah?
No, so I said Assassin's Creed, all the Assassin's Creed games, but no Assassin's Creed.
Oh, but the Assassin's Creed never existed?
Yeah, but no Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. But either option, Far Cry still existed. Yeah.
If you really wanted to play Far Cry, man, I guess. But those games they drop lower and lower on my list each time I think about them.
I'd have to go to Far Cry. I'd have to. I got one for you, Kyle.
That's definitely a choice, but
I got one for you.
What?
This is even anything with Ubisoft. All the Lego games, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no Gears, right?
Okay.
But all of the Gears games, but no Gears.
Gears all the way, dude. Fuck yeah, all the Gears games. Okay. I'd rather have all Gears. That's like
okay, but also no Gears.
Yeah. But all the Gears.
But you don't have Gears.
But it's all the Gears of War games.
But like it counts the zero, right?
But the bacon.
Because what?
Thank you for watching. This is the Continuum.